Good morning and welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living, Greater Boston. I'm Reverend Gina and I am blessed to be here with you today. We have a wonderful, we have wonderful people here to bring a wonderful message for a time that we need it. Life doesn't always look like we want it to. When we look at the news and we're hearing stories and sometimes we wonder, what is it all about? What's going on? And we have the blessing of not only these teachings, but wonderful people to help us ground back into truth. And that's what we're going to do. So let me tell you a little bit about CSL Greater Boston. We are an inclusive community based on love and acceptance. That's a healing presence for all through joyful connection, activities, and education. Our mission is a spiritual community that lovingly embraces all races, ages, abilities, genders, and celebration of diversity through the practice of science of mind teachings and principles for the betterment of each individual and the oneness of all. And our purpose, we bring about positive change within individuals and the world by teaching and embodying the science of mind teachings and principles and carrying them out into the world. We are here as a loving presence, a loving community, and we're so grateful that you're here with us. Thank you for joining us this morning. And we're going to, our message today is a fun one. Fear of being fabulous. And one of my favorites, Reverend Dr. Toni Lamotta, is here today, and she is going to be bringing us through this topic, which bridges last month's into this month's. Last month, we were talking all about the shadow. And this month, we're talking about self-care. So the two together is a wonderful mix, and I am very excited about her message. And we're going to begin with a wonderful song by Jana Stanfield, and it's If I Were Brave. And if you can, read through as they're showing these wonderful images of people that were brave, that stood up, that stood out. That's what we're here to be and do. We are here to be fabulous.
What would I do if I knew that I could not fail? If I believed, would the wind always fill up my sails? How far would I go? What could I achieve? Trusting the hero in me. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where true believers dare to tread and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were to do what we secretly dream? What would you ask if you knew you could have anything? Like the mighty oak sleeps In the heart of a seed, are there miracles in you and me? You know there are. If I were brave, I'd walk the razor's edge, where true believers dare to tread, and never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step would I take today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? What would I do today if I were brave? If I refuse to listen to the voice of fear, with the voice of courage whispered in my ear, maybe this is what I'd hear. I am brave enough to move ahead, where true believers dare to tread, never lose faith, even when losing my way. What step will I take today? I am brave. What will I do 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 today? I am
That video got me emotional as I watched these inspirational people that make a choice and live into that choice. That I know each one within us, that bravery, that fabulous life is within. And knowing that power that can never let us down. So let's begin with prayer and going into that place. And I am so happy to introduce our practitioner, the beautiful Sonia Hyde, who is also, she is actually beginning a teaching chapter in Barbados. So she's an amazing woman that does so much for our center as well. And she is here to do our invocation this morning. Good morning, Sonia.
Good morning, CSL Greater Boston. Thanks for having me. I'm going to ask you to just relax, take a deep breath, and connect with the source that is everywhere present. How sweet it is to recognize that there's only one infinite power, and that infinite power is my power. And so I open myself to accept and receive all the guidance and all the blessings to embody living fearlessly fabulous. And as I know that this is true for me, I know that this is true for each and everyone present here. And so I declare that I know that each and every one present here is an expression of being fabulous and fearless in every way possible. And so I speak my word knowing that I am divinely confident, knowing that I am deserving of love, I'm deserving of all the goodness there is, success. I am deserving of the very best that life has to live. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every one present. And so I give thanks. I give thanks from a heart that is so grateful for living fabulously fearless, for living fearlessly fabulous. And so I release this word to the law that makes it so. It is done, and so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much, Sonia. Beautiful prayer. Thank you
You're most
for
welcome.
being here in this oneness in Barbados. We are, we are in all over the world, but we are right here together in this oneness. And what a beautiful example of that is. So, all of you at home, thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this oneness with us. And good morning, Nancy. Great to have you here with us. It is such a gift to be here. Thank you so much. And I get to do the reading this morning. So the first, I have two short ones. And the first is Your Needs Met is the book that it's from, Jack and Cornelia Addington. And it's on self-realization. It says, I am the expression of God. I am that I am, from the Bible. I am a divine, perfect spiritual being. I am the expression of God within me. I live in a mental world. I am the expression of the omnipotent, all knowing power within me. It loves me with an everlasting love. It knows all that I need to know. It guides me in perfect ways. It wants me to be happy always. The power expressing through me does all things easily, beautifully, and joyously. For it is the Christ, the Son of the living God. All sense of limitation and failure slip away as I behold myself as the unique and wonderful individualization of spirit that I am. I am living God's life in a wonderful way. I am a divine, perfect spiritual being. My world outpictures my awareness of God. And so it is. And the second reading is actually one of my poems, but it's actually one of my favorites. Anyone that knows me knows that I love butterflies. And actually, if you can always do, I sometimes, I try to do this with the words so that you can actually screenshot it if you'd like to. This is one of my poems, and it's called The Butterfly. Scared and confused, wrong place, wrong time. I look in the mirror, not comprehending what I find. I know I am more than what they see, but uncertain why I hold back the best within me. What if I fail? What will they think? Who am I to shine as I feel my heart sink? Not enough money, talent, or beauty. Who am I to try? Especially when my fears are so high. I never fit in, yet afraid to stand out. I've spent my whole life riddled in doubt. Still scared and confused, ordinary stings worse than fear. Because I know there's a passion within me, I feel. I know I must change, uncertain what is to come. I begin and work so hard, yet it seems never done. I feel different with each step. Passion transforms clumsy feet into wings. No longer weighed down, my heart soars through new things. I am living my purpose, traded fear for faith. Now the world sees my beauty, yet still the same face. We all have fears, doubts, and habits to break, but trust that still small voice more than the echo, and truth will transform your passion to faith. And so it is. So knowing that that passion within you is spirit as an individualized expression, knowing that every bit of that desire, longing, every bit of that is spirit showing up as you today. And let's empower that in amazing ways. So before I introduce Reverend Toni, she had chosen something that we're going to play, and it's called "You Are a Miracle."
You are a miracle. Do you know that?
The universe is about 15 billion years old. And in all that time, there never has been, nor will there ever be, another you.
You are a one-of-a-kind miracle. Take a moment and let that in. So your only job on this planet is to be you. Fabulous you.
To express who you are, distinct from anyone else,
To be honest about who you are.
to be the magnificent power and passion that is you.
To be the best you that you can be.
Look inside and notice the unique being that you are. Don't worry about what others think. That's not your job.
There is such a larger role for you to play here, where we all need you to just be you.
So you can bring us your particular knowledge and wisdom, your view of this life we are all living together, your particular questions that only you can ask about the universe, about love, about the meaning of it all.
Do you understand your value? Your unique, one-of-a-kind value? Take a moment right now and recognize yourself as a miracle, like no other person on earth, now or forever. How do you feel?
How does it feel to know that you were meant to express exactly who you are, with your particular gifts and your dreams seen only from your point of view? That's your only job here.
Yes, that's what you came here to do. And that's what each and everyone else came to do in their own way.
So what does that tell you about life and about love?
At the center of your life, it's all about you expressing your magnificent, fabulous self.
At the heart of giving and receiving love, it's all about the magic of differences.
Because that's the only way you can love someone, appreciating and respecting and enjoying someone in their own miraculous life.
And that's the only way you can be loved for who you are, who you really are.
So be true to yourself.
Celebrate yourself.
And bless the world every day with the miraculous magnificence that is you, singularly, uniquely you.
Because you are a miracle.
You are a miracle. And it is so important to remember that. What a beautiful message. And I am bringing in someone that I consider a mentor. She is a wonderful minister and person. This is someone that, I've counted on since I first came into ministerial school, which is where I met her as an instructor for the Florida campus at the Holmes Institute. And, she is such a gift to me. She's also the education coordinator for the Integral Christian Network. She's been in ministry over 30 years, and she is an ordained minister for CSL and has done so much in so many ways. And one of the things that I love about her is her boldness, her honesty, and her individual way of spirituality coming across. There is nothing routine about the way she presents anything, including her classes. I love her sincerity, her passion, and the fact that she is absolutely fabulous. So I am going to bring in Reverend Toni Lamotta. Welcome and thank you for being here.
Thanks, Gina. It's great to be here. So, everyone, I really hope you've heard the message in the poem, in that little brief video. You are special, not just individually, but it's something even more when you come together as a we. And if you truly got that message, you don't need to listen to anything I say this morning. But I hope you do, because I love the opportunity to come and speak with you. Some people say that public speaking is a fear even greater than death. Interesting. Not for me. For others, their greatest fear is a fear of aging. Will I be able to manage? Will I be able to keep my independence? What about the fear that the song If I Were Brave mentioned? What if it doesn't work? Does that dominate your life? Is there anything you're not doing because you're afraid of what would happen? What would you do if you were brave? And Babe Ruth once said, I love this, never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Interesting. I've been doing some research lately, and I do a lot of research, and I found that there's an even more prevalent fear, even more than death or failure, and that's the fear of being fabulous. Interesting. My friends that you just heard in the video, Judith and Jim, they created that video, and they define fabulous to mean any way you hold yourself back from being more fully present in your excellence in any part of your life. It's playing down your accomplishments. It's battling away compliments, not going after a promotion, not keeping yourself healthy and fit, not living the fullness that you actually are. This month, we're talking about self-care. And I believe the most important self-care is about allowing ourselves to be fully present with all of our magnificence. So why don't we? Where do you notice in your own life where you're not yet allowing yourself to truly shine? Where are you reluctant to say yes instead of no? How might you dodge compliments? It's a big one. I gave a presentation in a class that I'm actually taking yesterday, and it was on appreciation. And afterwards, people were appreciating me. And ironically, I was sitting there saying, why do they think this is so great? It's very simple. Dodging compliments. Do you fail to speak up at meetings where your influence could be important? Are you reluctant to ask for help, thinking that others might see you as needy or weak? Do you have difficulty accepting praise or compliments? When someone compliments you, something you're wearing, for example, you say, oh, this old thing, I got it on a bargain, or if they praise something you did, do you just dismiss it? It's really interesting. I heard this years ago and I still have challenge with it. But when somebody's praising you, just say, thank you. Yes, I know. Try that one on. Do you not say or do something because you worry about what others will think? We've been focused on the shadow. And I know Gina talked last week a bit about the golden shadow. So I want to expand on that a little bit. Because the concept of the golden shadow, as you know, was introduced by the psychologist Carl Jung. And it refers to the positive qualities, talents, and abilities that individuals admire in others, but fail to recognize in themselves. And finding your golden shadow involves exploring and acknowledging those positive aspects of yourself that you might have overlooked or even undervalued. So take a moment right now and think about someone you admire. What is it in particular about them that you love? And here's the key. If you can see it, it's because it's already in you, unacknowledged. It's time to embrace it as your golden shadow. We often dismiss the positive aspects of our personality and the potential that we might have suppressed or ignored because of fear, societal conditionings, or self doubt. Because they represent the hidden brilliance within us, waiting to be acknowledged and expressed. We all shy away from our golden shadow, or what I've been referring to as the fear of being fabulous, is an irrational or excessive fear of standing out or being perceived as extraordinary or exceptional. It's characterized by a deep seated anxiety or discomfort when attracting attention or being in the spotlight. People who experience this fear may avoid activities, opportunities, or situations where they might shine or where they might be given praise. The consequences of the fear of being fabulous can vary from person to person. Excuse me. In doing research for the book, it was entitled What Really Killed Whitney Houston. Judith Shervin and Jim Snikowski, the friends of mine who authored that wonderful video, they watched numerous online videos of Whitney, and many of which were taken at award ceremonies. It was painful to see how she could not receive. She couldn't take in the honors that were rightfully given to her. She couldn't receive the praise and the love from her fans. Think of the many actors and actresses for whom this was probably also true. Tragic endings. You don't have to be famous for this to affect you. In our society, one of the key ways people hold themselves back is because they don't want to outshine their parents or siblings. It's one to think about. And Judith and Jim's book is on the fear of being fabulous is the name of the book. By the way, there's a website as well, fearofbeingfabulous.com. Wonderful information. The video's there. They talk about the importance of leaving home at any age. Not literally, perhaps, so although many move away physically, but we often hold on mentally to an allegiance to our parents, to our culture, our upbringing. Perhaps you never went beyond your parents' income or worried because you were the first to be college educated. In New Thought, we say, change your thinking, change your life. Well, have you examined the things you think just because it's the way you were brought up or the messages that you heard when you were growing up? I remember when I first started dating, my mom used to always say to me, don't excel at whatever you're doing because boys don't like girls who are smarter than them. Whew, took years to outgrow that one. I'm not sure I have. Or here's another one that if you can't say anything nice to someone, don't say anything at all. How many of you heard that one? It sounded good, but as a result, how many of us never say anything we think may rock the boat, even though we know it's something we should be expressing to a group or to a partner or to a friend? Here's another one. How much do you allow yourself to want? Or have you settled for what you're saying is good enough? I had this woman in my first church out in Alpine, California, suburb of San Diego. She used to say, "I'm on a fixed income." I suggested that she was the one who fixed it. By the way, she was old enough to have met Ernest Holmes. It was quite interesting. She was a fabulous woman. But she decided to stop saying that. And you know what happened? This was amazing. That very week that we had that discussion, someone stopped at her home and asked if they could buy a tree that was in her yard. And this was quite a number of years ago. They paid her $500. But then they asked her if she would like to go through the neighborhood and invite others to sell their trees. And at the age of 80, she began making an extra $500 a week, all because she decided to let go of the limits she had placed on herself. How well do you own your own success? How often do you celebrate you? The Harvard Business Review defines something called the imposter syndrome. It's a collection of feelings of inadequacy that persist despite evident success. Imposters suffer from chronic self-doubt and a sense of intellectual fraudulence that override any feelings of success or external proof of their competence. Anytime you feel shy, fearful, out of place, inadequate, no doubt you're experiencing a holdback from being fabulous. And the fear of being fabulous has some common effects. Number one, it limits your self-expression. People who have this fear they suppress their true talents, their creativity, or the unique qualities to avoid drawing attention to themselves. They feel compelled to conform to societal expectations and blend in with the crowd, leading to a lack of personal fulfillment and self-expression. Number two, they have missed opportunities. The fear of being fabulous can prevent individuals from seizing opportunities for personal growth, success, and achievement. They shy away from promotions, public speaking engagements, artistic pursuits, or leadership roles, fearing the visibility and potential judgment that comes with them. This is subtle stuff, folks. Most of us don't think that we're here, but think about this more deeply. Number three is low self-esteem. They're constantly avoiding or downplaying their abilities and achievements, and that can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. Individuals may suffer with a negative self-image and perceive themselves as unremarkable or unworthy of attention and admiration. Four is stagnation. The fear of being fabulous can hinder both personal and professional growth. And by avoiding challenges, risks, and situations that push you out of your comfort zone, you can remain stagnant and fail to reach full potential. This fear can restrict your ability to pursue your passions and explore new horizons. And finally, regret and dissatisfaction. Over time, the fear of being fabulous can result in a deep sense of regret and dissatisfaction. And individuals can look back on their lives and feel a profound longing for the opportunities they missed and the unfulfilled potential they never tapped into. It can lead to frustration and a great deal of unhappiness. True humility is not the common belief that you should suppress your gifts. It's quite the contrary. Sincere and true humility is the full expression of your gifts in order to honor their source. That source with a capital S, God, the universe, all that is. I'd like to close today with something that I actually read to everyone on the day of my ordination. You probably recognize it. It's the passage from Marianne Williamson's Return to Love. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It's our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightening about shrinking so that other people won't feel unsure around you. You were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. What would you do if you were brave? Remember, you are a miracle, and the greatest self-care you can give is to let your light shine.
And so it is. Thank you so much, Reverend Tony. I love the message, and you absolutely shine. So we're looking forward to hearing you're going to be giving our treatment, our affirmative prayer at the end. We'll see you soon. Thank you for that beautiful message. And thank you for watching. We've got Raul, thank you for being here. And Karen, thank you. It is wonderful to have you here with us in community. And we are at a time of our sacred giving. So if you have received, remember that the law of circulation says giving activates receiving. And whether it's through PayPal or we actually also we have Venmo, or you can go on the website and reach out to us and I can get you an address, whatever, however you can circulate, we appreciate it. It's how we're here. It's how we can do more good in the world. So thank you for that. So we are going to do our sacred affirmation, our sacred giving affirmation. If you'd say it aloud with me. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is. Thank you. And we have, of course, our visioning tomorrow at noon. Every week we vision for our beloved community. It's a wonderful practice. If you're not familiar with it, join us and we'll explain. It is a wonderful gift that we give to our community. The best thing to do is to go onto our website, csl.org, cslboston.org, and you can click right on the pictures and it takes you right to our visioning. Or you can do, if you get our newsletter, you can sign up from the website. The newsletter always has the pictures that you just saw, and you click on it, and it takes you right there to the Sunday message or to our sacred circle at 7. So this week we have a wonderful Reverend Robert Brzezinski, who is talking about your sacred journey. So it's being in that place, and he will be there at 7 p.m. on Thursday evenings. It is always wonderful. It is always fun. So just know that there is a place here of community for you wherever you are in the world. And you can get that link also on Facebook. Just click right on it. Again, 7 p.m. every week Eastern Time. Wherever you are, join us. We'd love to hear from you. What a gift it is to be in common conversation in an uplifting, whether it be a Zoom room or a physical room, but to be together in community and to really listen and hear different points of view. So, and Reverend Robert, if you do not know him, is so fun. He is New Thought Media Network. He is the mind behind it and also the passion. So definitely, if you can join us, it's going to be a fun week. And of course, SOAR is coming up. So if you haven't gotten your tickets already, it's going to be on August 8th through 11th. It is the CSL Summer Retreat at Asilomar. So by all means, go to csl.org and find out more information. It is a blessing to be here with you. And, we have our foundations class going right now, but we're going to be setting up more classes. And there's always workshops and different things here. And we are so grateful that you are here this Sunday. And we love that you're taking part in more and more. Thank you for being part of this beloved family. And we are going to bring Reverend Toni back in for our final prayer. And after that, we have a wonderful song that I love. It's also called Brave, but it is going to be sung by One Voice Children's Choir. And Reverend Toni, I'm going to leave it to you for a prayer.
Thank you. So come with me in remembrance of the presence that is always here, that divine, the ground of all being, the infinite God beyond us, the intimate God present with us, and the inner God within. Today I recognize my place within that divinity. I recognize and absolutely accept that I am the light of the world. As I know that for myself, I know that for each and every person here and every person we encounter in our travels along life's way. And so today, I let go of any limiting belief that says I need to play small, of any limiting beliefs that says I am not enough, any limiting belief that says there is any lack within me. Today, I embrace being fabulous. Today, I embrace all that is, all that comes to me, all that life would have me be and do. And I celebrate that. I celebrate my own gifts. I celebrate the gifts within this community. I celebrate Reverend Gina. I celebrate Sonia. I celebrate all the people who are part of this Boston Center and all the people who will be served in the future. Let us remember that time is only now, and we celebrate that now as our fabulous selves. And I give thanks. I give thanks for knowing this truth and deeply accepting it into my being. And as I accept it, I easily release this word, knowing that I am heard. I know that it is done unto me as I believe. And I do believe. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you so much for that beautiful prayer, Reverend Toni. And our final message as we go out is going to be Brave by Sarah Bareilles, sung by One Voice Children's Choir. I wish everyone a fabulous week. Know who you truly are and shine. We're seeing you, we're feeling you. We are loving and standing beside you. Blessings and love.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love.
Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin.
Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave. Just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you. I wanna see you be brave.
Everybody's been there, everybody's been stared down by the enemy.
Falling for the fear and dancing, disappearing. Bow down to the mighty. Don't run,
Don't run.
just stop holding your tongue. Maybe there's a way out of the cage where you live. Maybe one of these days you can let the light in. Show me how big your grave is. Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
And since your history of silence won't do you any good, did you think it would? Let your words be anything but empty.
Why won't you tell them the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say.